Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today again I am going to read few topics from this book, Voice Your Choice, Ethics from Epics. And this topic name is Surrender, but do not surrender your wisdom. Ravan created a veritable mob around him, a mass of blind followers ready to die for him for no tangible reason. And consequently, a mob leader like Ravan, disillusioned by a false sense of self importance, pushed everyone down the abyss of death, not even sparing his brother Kumbhakarna, his favorite son Indrajit, and his courtier of minister. Lord Ram, however, imbibed an atmosphere of inspiration and mindfulness around him, whereby the intelligent army of monkeys, Vanar Sena, were willing to be led by him without turning into a mindless herd themselves, empowered to retain the use of their own faculties and talents under the guidance of Ram. They were able to achieve many things on their own. Nal and Neel created the bridge Setu that enabled Ram and his companions cross the sea to reach Ravan's Lanka. Sushena revived the sick and Hanuman brought back a vital medicinal herb, Sanjeevani, that saved Lakshman's life. Vibhishan proved to be an able guide and advisor, helping Ram and his army find the weak spots in Ravan's camp. Sugriv played a strong role at the front line of war, motivating his army, and all of them survived. Where the leaders of a country create a mob, they bring ruin to everyone, including themselves. As Ram did. Instead, if leaders mobilize, as did Lord Ram, then they build a powerful legacy, envisioning a strong future shaped by able leaders. As right thinking citizens, we need to push such leaders, allow ourselves to be empowered by them, follow in their footsteps, and carry out their vision, but without letting go of our own individual wisdom. Second point is Ram, the personification of goodness. The conflict between Ram and Ravan was not simple about one woman, it ran far deeper than that. Ravan personified self involved individualism as opposed to a community conscious rational. He always came across as confident in whatever he did, a confidence which most people would not only appreciate but also desire. Ram, on the other hand, was fully aware of himself, his position, and his responsibilities, disregarding any individual agenda or personal gratification in all his deeds. He would even be typecast as someone who lacked the go getter attitude, the killer instinct. Some perceived him to be soft and slow. He walked around in the forest surviving on little or no resources. But what about the consequences of their respective actions? What was the final outcome? Ravan flew, Ram walked. Ravan had a colossal organized army. Ram's entourage was mostly monkeys deployed as soldiers. Ravan lived in a golden city, ruling over people who pledged him their complete loyalty. Ram spent time in the forest living in straw huts with no real audience or army to speak of. But the important question here remains who prevailed in the end? Ram did, of course, because he represented those time tested universal principles that nobody can conquer. For that is the nature of dharma. Dharma prevails, perhaps not at the exact time as we expect or apparently need, but it never lets us down. Adharma stays, persists, lures, glitters, but eventually disappears into oblivion. This is the story of our lives as well. Each one of us must choose whose warrior we want to be, Rams or the seemingly sophisticated Ravans. And we must remember that we are free to choose, but the consequences of our choices are binding. The choice is entirely ours, yours, mine, and everybody else's. Ravan is present among us even today. Even if not as a living entity, he exists as a concept, a philosophy, a lifestyle. And Ram is here too, both as a principle and in person. He is eternal. He was there then, He is here now, and will remain so forever. Today, the age of Lanka seems to be flourishing, while Ram seems to be wandering in the forest, looking for his wealth, his eternal consort Sita. Who will win this time around? Only time will tell. The past has unfailingly affirmed what is yet to come. We can only wait and watch. For this is not an exhibition or a match. This is a game, quite literally much larger than life, where in fact we are all competing participants, each with our own claims at stake. Thank you so much, friends. If you are liking, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Bye. Take care.